Hello, my name's Ian Tixham. I'm based in the Netherlands here at the factory, Intermed's factory. I'm going to show you now how our Futurent ENT treatment unit works. You can see how it's set up here. You have the control console here and the observation monitor there for the imaging. And here's the patient chair, which is a fully automatic model. The patient chair can be controlled from the control console here. You can see the chair moving. It's fully synchronized, so it'll go back all the way beyond the horizontal position. If I press the center of the button of the controls here, you'll see that it will automatically return to the original position. And there's a panel of memory buttons on the side, you can see it there. They can be set to any position the chair goes in. This is the suction system, remove it, starts up automatically. That's a 70-litre pump, it's very powerful. Light cable, which can be connected to the endoscope. Simply remove the endoscope, connect the cable to it, like that. And then you can click the camera onto it. Simply remove the camera from the holder, and connect it, and automatically got an image there. Normally it's a very good image. You have to do a white balance, of course, but there's no need for any additional light cables. You only need that one. That can also be connected to a flexible scope as well, for example. Makes endoscopies very easy with this system. There's a child video that appears automatically. That's just to distract the kids. That'll switch off automatically. You can activate the child video from here as well, separately from the camera. And here you have a library of anatomical images. Tympanometer, when you remove it from the holder, it starts up automatically. Simply place the probe in the patient's ear and it will produce a tympanogram in a matter of seconds. Here is the flexible scope holder, so they can be placed in there. You have ample instrument storage space here. This is for mirrors, laryngeal mirrors. You can take 60 of them. You can also have a mirror heater here, mirror blower heater, blows hot air. Here we have two drawers for storage of accessories, gloves and disposables, etc. This is the used instrument container. Rubbish bin. And you can open these drawers with the back of the hand if you've been touching the patient. It just helps to prevent cross-infection. And close it as well with the back of the hand. Just simply give it a shove and it closes automatically. And behind the instrument holders we have more space for equipment. So an audiometer or some other device can be placed in here. Perhaps a radio frequency or HF device. The camera for the microscope starts automatically when you pull the microscope down. See, that started up automatically and the images appeared on the screen. That's where the headlight is located. That's a rechargeable type headlight. And it can be plugged into this cable here. and that'll charge it up. It's a very intense headlight, completely cordless. Allows freedom of movement. I would like to demonstrate to you now how the ergonomics of our ENT treatment work. As you can see, you would normally remain in this position and not move around the patient. You should stay in this space here, like a pilot in the cockpit. Easy access to your patient here. You move the microscope, you pull down, place in the right position like that. And for the patient's right here, just simply rotate the chair and examine their right ear with the microscope. If you would like to examine the patient in the supine position, that can easily be done by simply pressing the appropriate button on the patient chair. It will automatically go back into the set position. And I've set this to horizontal. And then it's just a case of manipulating the patient's head a little bit. Takes a little bit of getting used to. And no need to move anywhere. You have good access to your suction hose and all your instruments laid out in these two trays here. For the patient's left ear, same thing, simply a little bit of manipulating the patient's head and can easily gain access to the patient's ear canal in that way. And then on completion, it's simply a question of pressing the 0 button to bring the patient chair back up into the 0 position. The position of the patient chair in relation to the unit is very important. You need enough space here for the patient's feet to pass through. And it also, the armrest should be roughly in line with this part here. So at the beginning of the handpiece holder section, that's where the armrest should be. Just like to briefly demonstrate how our IVM software package works. That is the software that is integrated with the Futurent ENT treatment unit. You can see I have a double foot switch there. One side is record and OK. The other side is take a snapshot and cancel. So let me briefly demonstrate this. Simply remove the camera. Obviously at this point we would connect the camera to an endoscope and connect the light cable to the endoscope. Then you can save the images during the endoscopy by simply pressing the foot switch. The right side is single still images. It asks me to confirm if I want to save that image. I can either say yes or no. In this case I'll say yes. And now it asks me to confirm the patient, under which patient name it should be saved. So I just press this again, yes. Now it's saved under that patient name. And for the videos, same thing. Press the foot switch, gives me an auditory signal. That means it started recording. And then I press it again to stop recording, and it asks me if I want to save that video, and I say either no or yes. So let's say yes. Again, I have to confirm the patient, under which patient name it should be saved. I can say no here or yes. So yes, it's been saved under that patient name. Now those images can be retrieved through the software, and you can put in texts and markings and that kind of thing. So let's just go to the image manager. These are the still images. You can see the image is actually saved under the date and time. So you can refer back to previous images if you want. If I choose the innate, I can add all these. I can add text, I can add lines, arrows, all kinds, and label positions on the image using these buttons here at the top. I go to the video manager. I can also edit the video using the tools at the top here. I can take a snapshot at some point during the video and save that under the patient's name. This also works for the tympanometer, so I can save a tympanogram. So when I take the probe out of the holder, you can see the tympanograms comes up, appears. If I push the probe into the patient's ear, it will take a tympanogram, and that can be saved again in the same manner using the foot switches. So it just gives you a general idea of how the software works. Thank you for your attention.